he defied public opinion.
When I married Sonny, she was the most beautiful divorcee in the world, and one of the wealthiest.
You marry me for my money, then you demand to work. You're the prince of perversion.
Flaunted the privileges of his wife's money.
I'm involved with someone who falls beyond the parameters of our agreements.
Well, that must be better for you than what you've had to put up with.
Until his own family accused him of trying to kill her. Now, a world-renowned Harvard lawyer.
I should tell you that I have the greatest respect for the intelligence and integrity of the Jewish people.
I'm not a hired gun. I gotta feel there's some moral or constitutional issue at stake.
But I'm absolutely innocent.
And a team of law students.
We have to completely obliterate every single aspect of the state's case.
Are the only ones who believe in him.
Klaus is a scapegoat.
He's obviously guilty of something pretty despicable.
Insolent.
Because almost everyone else believes
My lady's not diabetic.
that anyone with so much to gain.
You do have one thing in your favor. Everybody hates you.
Well, that's a start.
Must have something to hide.
In Europe, a gentleman is given the opportunity to end things properly.
You're a very strange man.
You have no idea.
Glenn Close. Jeremy Irons.
I'm not afraid of it. Let the chips fall where they may.
Ron Silver.
That's what an innocent man would say.
I know.
Reversal of Fortune. The mysterious case of Klaus von Bülow and the story that shocked a nation.
Ali Sheedy is psychic.
We need to know his destination.
Taking her inside. It's a barn or a shed.
She solves murders with her mind.
Stop him!
She reached into the mind of mass murderer Leonard Scott Levy, author, psychic, Casey Bridges.
Oh, God!
The fear always belonged to someone else.
I can't spend the rest of my life focusing in on killers.
Until now.
It's the killer's shadow man. He's talking to me.
It's just you and me and the fear.
He feeds off his victim's terror.
Feel it, Casey. It's the fear.
And claws into her soul.
Break away! I can't!
For he knows what she fears.
Mass suffocation!
I think he's psychic too. And he's better at it than I am.
Keep concentrating. Don't lose it.
Best Run Video presents Ali Sheedy, Lauren Hutton, and Michael O'Keefe in Fear.
The flow of cocaine coming into the United States is becoming a war.
The cocaine cartel.
Gentlemen, Ramon Cota, the world's wealthiest drug dealer.
Their wealth is beyond belief. Their power is beyond control. Their leaders are beyond the law.
I have my own ways of dealing with traitors.
But they haven't counted on the Delta Force.
Let me go in 48 hours ago. I'll get them out.
Chuck Norris cracks the Colombian connection. Delta Force 2. Now the drug war is about to become a shooting war.
At 0730 hours, I hit Ramon's munitions warehouse. Now, you gotta be out of there by that time.
They strike fast. Red alert! Hit hard. And take no prisoners. Leads the Delta Force against the Colombian connection. Delta Force 2.
In the summer of 1943, a fierce battle raged across the skies of Europe.
So that's the crew of the Memphis Belle, huh? They're just ordinary men, Colonel. They fly 24 missions without a scratch. That doesn't sound very ordinary to me.
Bombardier checking in.
Assume positions for takeoff.
It was a time when boys became soldiers.
That's the Third Reich down there.
30 seconds to bomb run.
You've never done this before, have you?
Why? Am I doing something wrong?
Strangers became brothers.
I know that I shall meet my fate somewhere among the clouds above.
Look out!
Take out the rookies!
Smile? What is there to smile about, sir?
You guys have finished 24 missions. One more and you get to go home. That sure make me smile.
Target for today is Bremen.
Matthew Modine and Eric Stoltz.
I know you want to drop the bombs and get the hell out of here. And it's 5 o'clock.
We asked these boys to become men.
If we don't do it, somebody's going to have to come back here again and do it for us.
We asked these men to become heroes.
Get out of the way!
But whatever the danger, whatever the odds,
It's our job, ours, nobody else's.
Bombay doors open.
we asked them to come home again. Memphis Belle, an extraordinary adventure.
Since the beginning of time, Satan has worked to create the perfect killer. One who kills many without reason. One who cannot be stopped. Today, that man exists. Be warned.
We're just going to go through a very small door here.
Lou Diamond Phillips is hunting a man who kills for the sake of killing. Tracy Griffith might be the only one who can help stop him.
I know where he's going next.
What? Oh. But this location fits the pentagram pattern on the map, and my informant says this is where he's going to strike next.
This is the third time in less than 5 years that Logan has been responsible for the death or capture of a serial killer.
See you around, buddy boy.
I doubt it.
Each death makes him stronger.
How did you know where he was going next?
I opened myself up to him. You might have executed his body, but his spirit has been released.
He has the third power. He could be anywhere.
How's the stomach, buddy boy?
He has the second power.
Hi, cutie.
He could be anyone.
Sister.
Oh, I'm afraid she's not here.
Now, he has the first power.
See you around, buddy boy.
Immortality.
You don't have any idea of what you'll be facing. You can't go on killing forever.
You want a bet?
The first power.
Could try to set him up for drug buy. I got just the girl for him.
Well, I want to meet her first before I okay anybody.
There's a thin line between the woman she is.
If you're trying to make a normal person out of me, the department loses its best female undercover cop.
And the woman she plays.
What do you feel like doing right now?
I feel like getting on a plane and going someplace. I enjoyed the ride a lot more if I was traveling first class.
Between the cop she is.
I can never rely on anybody but myself.
And the suspect she becomes.
I'd like to avoid a murder.
Did you find the money?
What money? $1 million. If the killer dies, we'll never really know what happened, will we? When fantasy becomes reality.
You know what you did, buddy?
It's easy to lose control.
Something's breeding there.
You can't go down there!
You'll know this is quite fascinating. The swing of the rope must be from the wrist in both cases, otherwise the rope will not turn evenly. And you can have formation skipping teams of any number. Would you like to join?
Linda Mansell is not like the other girls in her hometown.
Yes. Oh, what you've done to my hair! Oh, shut up, you silly fat cow. You can always wear a hat.
Your father has cut Gracie Fields' hair. How about that then?
She wants a bit more from life.
2 cod and 4, a cod and 6. What else?
A place and 6, 2 3s, 3 4s, and a couple of 6s. All with crispy bits.
Please?
Please?
She's sweet 16 and never been kissed.
You're fired! Show me when you nickered with the biggest law.
But all that's about to change.
There's something wrong with you, Michael.
I'm bloomin' bored. Language?
I'm ashamed of her, Doctor. She's an embarrassment.
My first word was bum.
Really? Ah, you're the troublesome one, eh?
Nothing but trouble. That's the way it's always
This is
been.
my father speaking.
Ever since she could speak, she's uttered nothing but filth.
Linda just said up your bum. Up your bum! Up your bum! Oh!
You're God's gift, aren't you?
I think I'm alright, thank you very much.
You don't know what you're missing.
Neither do you. This is my father.
Sometimes I don't.
An insult to my dead mother.
That's it. That's enough.
In, out, shake your love.
Am I the only one who does it?
You feel guilty?
What about?
In a quiet seaside town on the south coast of England, one girl has dared to be different. Wish you were here.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to apologize for this disgraceful display.
Yeah. You let me down, Danny. Look, I didn't say no to the pub. I swear, honest. Are you sure? They're animals. It's okay.
You're telling me he was murdered.
Don't push me. Come on, hurry up. Go on. Pull the trigger, you bastard.
It's after dark, a time when long shadows may protect the predator and betray the innocent. A city is terrorized. The victims, all young, all beautiful, all talented, all gone.
Road's all chewed out, there's no blood left in her. Looks like the vampire killer number 9.
Vampire? The killer, one look in his eyes, and you're under his spell. He'll give you everything, and he'll take your life.
Hi, LAPD.
The detective, he's searching for clues in a case without evidence.
Oh, police!
Tracking a murderer who may not be alive.
Let me guess. Vice Squad.
Homicide.
Vampire at Midnight. A street-smart cop battles a suave urban vampire for the body and soul of a beautiful woman. Vampire at Midnight. He's only dead until dark.
A full moon. A spooky, deserted mansion. Halloween night.
All right, dudes! And dudesses. Let's party!
10 kids. All they want to do is raise a little hell. Now, as long as they live, they'll wonder what's gotten into them. Night of the Demons.
Blessed be the sinners, for the day of atonement is at hand.
Stop looking at me.
We're gonna get out of here.
Night of the Demons. Party till you drop.
Pam is the one Greg wants to marry.
Just relax, honey. He's gonna love you.
But before he can pop the question, he'll have to meet
Hi, Daddy.
the parents.
What are you driving there, Ford?
Oh, yeah.
It's an interesting color. You pick it?
Oh, no, the Hertz guy picked it. Why?
No, they say geniuses pick green. But you didn't pick it.
Be nice to this one, okay?
Okay, I'll try.
Now he will enter their home.
You know, Greg's in medicine too, Larry.
Oh, really? What field? Nursing.
Not a lot of men in your profession, are there, Greg?
And earn his way.
You want to hear a story? I milked a cat once.
A cat?
Into the family.
You know, just...
I had no idea you could milk a cat.
Oh, yeah, you can milk anything with nipples.
I have nipples, Greg. Could you milk me?
Dad?
At least that was the plan.
Hey, it's Greg Louganis.
I just feel like this is not going well at all.
We're getting creamed, people.
Oh, Florence Nightingale over here to play a little defense.
I don't know what it is, but there's just something about him that's a little off.
It's an antique polygraph machine.
Why don't you try that on?
That's okay.
Oh, come on. We'll have some fun.
Greg, my father was never in the rare flower business.
Don't worry. You'll enjoy this. Have you ever watched pornographic videos?
No.
Relax. The needles are jumping.
He was in the CIA for 34 years.
Great. Yeah, I was scared of your dad back when I thought he was a florist.
I'm a patient man. That's what 19 months in a Vietnamese prison camp will do to you. But I will be watching you, studying your every move. And I will bring you down, baby. I will bring you down to Chinatown.
Robert De Niro.
Did you flush this toilet?
Ben Stiller.
No. What's that smell?
Greg flushed the toilet in the den, so the septic tank is overflowing.
No. Not the lawn!
You're doing great, okay?
In a new comedy from the director of Austin Powers. Meet the parents.
You big fat CIA man? They teach you that in the CIA? You have another question? Sure, I got one question for you. Do I think you're a psycho? Yes.
That's my future son-in-law.
Can you deal with that?
We live or we die by the clock. That's how long we have. Two lines. One to the airport truck, one to the Moscow truck. Nikolai, tick-tock. 50 seconds! When that clock hits 0, you send this truck. I don't care if Lenin himself comes out of his tomb with a priority package. I absolutely positively have to get to Memphis tonight. We'll do our best.
Okay, I'll cancel Saturday.
No, don't. If I'm not here, I'm not.
Just so long as you're here New Year's Eve.
I will be here New Year's Eve, I promise.
2 more minutes. Thanks. Hey.
Oh, my. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I love you.
I love you too.
I'll be right back. Fire! Engine 1! Okay.
This man's whole life is about killing. He'll watch her for weeks. Learn her routine when she comes home, when she goes to sleep. In the morning, before the sun comes up, he can walk right up next to her.
You blame yourself for the killings.
Oh no, I blame the person who did them.
Don't you know I did it for you?
For Detective Joel Campbell, the case that never closed.
His last alias was David Allen Griffin. I worked the case for 3 years in Los Angeles. We attributed at least 11 homicides to him.
Is coming back to haunt him.
What's he doing in Chicago? I assume he's still strangling young women with piano wire.
There's a story, a ritual that he follows. Over the years, I became part of the story.
What do you think the chances are he's watching us right now?
I know your job is hard, Joel, so I'm willing to take steps to try and make things work between us. I'll send you a picture, and you can have a day to try to find it.
Perfect. Now, the killer he couldn't stop.
Don't play hard again. This'll be fun.
Has come calling.
We have received another photograph.
For his next victim.
Do you think some of your patients might pay to come to see you because you're very pretty?
The Watcher.
A force more powerful than any the world has ever known is about to be unleashed by the two people who should know better.
Not these guys again!
Next summer, Universal Pictures presents Brendan Fraser, Rachel Weisz, John Hannah, Arnold Vosloo, Odette Fair, Patricia Velasquez, introducing Freddie Both and The Rock as the Scorpion King. The Mummy returns. In 3000 AD, the Cyclospecies will rule the world.
Do the universe a favor. Exterminate the lot of them. Happy hunting!
Get ready.
Let it be said that we took this one chance and fought
to take back the planet.
Piece of cake.
John Travolta.
Nothing will help you.
Battlefield Earth. For Adam Gibson. Today is a day you'll never forget.
There's someone in my house with my family and it's not me.
There's been a 6-day violation. A human was cloned. That human was you.
Now, a corporation illegally cloning humans must eliminate their mistake.
They're trying to kill me because there are two Adam Gibsons, and that's proof that humans are being cloned. Have they been here?
Hello, Adam. Would you like a beer?
Not now, cupcake. I lost my wife, my daughter, my whole damn life tonight. How much does Gibson know?
We'll kill anyone who sees the two of them together.
Daddy?
They'll do anything to destroy the evidence. Your family could get killed in the process.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Take my life back.
Adam Gibson. Wish I could say the one and only.
Who are you people?
The 6th day.
You picked the wrong guy to make two of. That's for sleeping with my wife.
He was told it wasn't safe.
Who's there? Some women saw that little AIDS boy down near Peterson's yesterday.
He was warned to stay away.
My grandmother says you're going to hell.
Well, my doctor's really smart. He says he has no idea what happens. If your grandmother knows, she must be a genius.
She's a clerk at Kmart.
But Eric took a chance and risked everything.
Jeez, you're a midget.
You just keep a safe distance.
What's a safe distance? 7 feet.
What he found was the best friend he ever had.
What's that awful smell? We accidentally stepped in your mother.
Get him! Get out of the way! I've never seen anyone look like this before. My mom sure doesn't.
These aren't moms, these are women. Just as soon as they find the cure, we're heading out to Baskin Robbins and ordering one of those monster sundaes.
It's a good plan.
What is it?
She's afraid that they might not find a cure in time.
Not measles, not chickenpox, AIDS. And Monday morning, you're going to summer camp.
Now, staying together
Tomorrow morning, I'm out of here.
I just think she'd be really, really worried.
means leaving everyone else behind.
You and I both know that the only thing that's going to make her happy is when we find a cure. I'll be the navigator and you be treasurer.
History is full of very sick people who suddenly, for no reason at all, get better. And when that happens, we call it a miracle.
Sometimes I get really scared.
Hold on to this while you sleep. And if you wake up and you're scared, you'll say, wait a minute, Eric must be close by.
Jurassic Park's Joseph Mazzello and the Client's Brad Renfro in a story of two boys who made one summer last a lifetime. The Cure.
Baby loves me, yes, she does. Come on. She got the way to move me, cherry. She got the way to groove me.
I've decided to go away for the summer. This makes Sam nervous. He thinks I'm leaving because last night he proposed to me.
So you'll come pick me up in September?
Maybe. Maybe not.
But how do we even know if we're only supposed to be with one person for the rest of our lives? For as long as I can remember, my grandmother and her friends have been part of the quilting bee. Is this something you're making for the state fair?
It's your wedding quilt, honey.
Here comes the bride.
Why can't we love as many people as we want in a lifetime?
What's your name?
I mean, monogamy is really a very unnatural state.
I brought these for you.
Have you been talking to your fiance about any of this?
You're getting cold feet. I can see that same look your mother gets when she's gonna dump one of her boyfriends. That look.
I never liked full moons. They give people an excuse to do foolish things.
I'm young. I'm supposed to do foolish things.
There comes a time in every life
I'm engaged to be married.
So you just want a friendship thing?
when planning for the future
That which is forbidden
means looking at the past.
Young lovers seek perfection. Old lovers learn the art of sewing shreds together and of seeing beauty in a multiplicity of patches.
Universal Pictures and Amblin Entertainment proudly present the story of a young woman whose eyes are about to be opened
Sometimes I wonder how exactly I got here.
by the women who've seen it all.
All right, let me ask you this. If you had to choose between marrying a lover or marrying a friend, who would you choose?
Winona Ryder, Ellen Burstyn, Anne Bancroft, Alfre Woodard, and Kate Nelligan in a film by Jocelyn Morehouse, How to Make an American Quilt.
This Christmas, a great secret will be revealed. Did you ever wonder how Santa Claus came to be Santa? A long time ago, a young boy took on a mysterious mission and created a legend that would be carried from generation to generation. A magical and heartwarming holiday film. This holiday season, discover the birth of a legend. A Christmas present for moviegoers of all ages. Christmas Story. Coming soon.
Not everyone is meant to make a difference. But for me, the choice to live an ordinary life is no longer an option.
Saved my life twice, and I've never even seen his face. are amazing.
Stephen King, der Meister moderner Horrorgeschichten, schrieb ein Drehbuch, das uns die Fülle seiner Vorstellungskraft zeigt. Mit niedlichen Tieren, tollen Autos, ruhigen Abenden, Lieblingsfilmen.
Ich musste das arme Schwein erlösen.
Gute Idee. Netten Kindern.
Es verfolgt mich.
Und natürlich einem Monster oder zwei. Erleben Sie spannungsgeladene Abenteuer, gesehen durch Stephen Kings Katzenauge.
Wo bleibt dein Sinn für Humor?
Amanda!
Stephen Kings Katzenauge.
Irradiated host cells have entered stage 5 mutation.
A genetic experiment
There was never supposed to be a full transformation.
has unlocked the darkest side of humanity.
The level of transformation is perfect.
You're a liar! And unleashed an evil we never expected. Now,
Black Mask is here.
the most powerful warrior on Earth
He has decided to use his powers for the good of others.
must find the cure.
Bring him back to me. Alive.
Before he crosses over.
You're one of us, Khan! You'll always be one of us!
We will get revenge.
This is between me and him.
From the martial arts director of The Matrix and legendary master action stylist, director Choi Hawk.
Terminal mutation in 44 hours and 7 minutes.
You're mine.
I am not a monster.
Wat waren ze aan het doen vannacht?
Ze waren bezig watermonsters te nemen.
Het lijkt erop dat het watermonster hen genomen heeft. De grachten zijn een ideale plaats om je in te verbergen. Je kan de hele stad door zonder ontdekt te worden.
Wordt de waanzinnige moordenaar in de grachten van Amsterdam, naast de molens en de klompen en de bolle velden, de nieuwe toeristische attractie? Of kunnen we dat misschien nog voorkomen?
Ik begrijp uw bezorgdheid, maar ik verzeker u, wij van onze kant doen er alles aan om die moordenaar een halt toe te roepen.
We zijn met een moordzaak bezig.
Oh, zwaardere werk.
Luister, klootzak. Ik heb zo langzamerhand genoeg van die spelletjes van je. Waar denk je dat we hiermee bezig zijn? Geitenneuker!
In ieder geval hebben we hem. Dat is een rat in het val.
Je houdt me toch niet voor de gek, hè?
een verhouding met die psychiater?
Nee, we zijn goede vrienden.
Ben je verliefd?
Je bent toch niet jaloers?
Dat kan nog een leuk feestje worden van de zomer.
Why is it always me that does all the hard graft? Because you're the one with the shovel. I want straight edges, you know.
What you on about? It's pitch bloody black, man. I need some bloody light, man.
Run, man!
The spokesman for Newcastle United had described last night's theft as an act of mindless vandalism.
Mindless? That's bollocks, man. We put a lot of thought into that.
You know what you and me need? A mission.
What you on about, Jerry, man?
Season tickets.
Don't hand them out on the social, you know. They cost about £500, like, each.
Anything we can think of for making money, we'll do.
I hope there's something these two. I don't know what it is, but it's not helping our biddies across the road. I know that much.
50p for the guy.
Why, it's only September, man.
Scrap, man, Jerry. The river's full of it, look.
You look like you've been stood the arse end of an elephant, you.
How much do you think people are going to give us for stuff that we've nicked from a shop called Everything's a Pound?
Depends on what it's worth, like.
Run for it!
Next window, please.
I'm woman the bank.
Sorry?
I'm woman the bank.
Next window, please.
You know what we'll get to, Woman? When we get our season tickets. Something you and me have never had.
Proper pies.
Have you ever wondered why we are like we are?
What? Bloody hungry and lost?
I mean, what decides, like? You're gonna be brainy, you're not. You're gonna be lucky, you're not. You're gonna have not.
Jerry, deep down you're still nothing but a bloody angel, aren't you?
Right little fanny magnet, this like.
This isn't any old fanny magnet. It's Alan bloody Shearer's fanny magnet.
Purely.
Belder, man. It's purely Belder.
He's got a CD player. Stick one in, man. What's he got?
Oh, no, Alan. Celine friggin' Dion.
Paul Hartwood is one business trip away from the biggest job of his career.
I have an announcement to make. I'm going to Chicago tomorrow.
But Jason and Selena Hartwood think their parents are heading for divorce.
Maybe you should just get the job and move to Chicago by yourself.
I think they could be heading for the big D. Mom and Dad are going to Dallas? No, divorce.
To save their family's future,
I have to stop him from getting that job.
they've got to ruin Dad's day. So they take the ticket.
I put my wallet and my plane ticket right next to my keys.
Take the flight.
Get out of there!
Come on. That's the last time I ever travel economy. Hey, hop in! You think our parents would actually let us come to Chicago by ourselves?
Take over Dad's schedule. And take Dad.
That's it.
For the ride of his life.
Wrong way!
Now, they're getting into more mischief.
I'm with the Education Committee! No!
More misadventures.
You wouldn't believe the day I'm having.
You got just a little bit of lipstick on your collar there, Hartwood. You might want to wash it off before the wife sees it.
More mix-ups.
Take me away!
I can't believe I got my own father sent to the slammer.
And turning their father's world
Hi, Dad.
What are you kids doing here?
upside down. Wrong side up. And completely around.
You better get these things off now.
Not until you listen to us.
Judge Reinhold.
How could you do this to me?
Let's ruin Dad's day.
You guys are grounded until you're 50.
Kansas City Shuffle. Well, there's a lot of people. People connected only by the slightest of events.
Then why don't you just go ahead and give me your wallet?
Am I being mugged? That is how these affairs begin.
cats in town.
Good cat? Who's good cat?
He shows people die. He vanishes.
What are you looking for?
This is our guy.
Nick Fisher.
Who is he?
Just a loser.
Boss wants to see you.
Who's the boss?
The guy we work for.
I'm not the guy you're looking for. I don't live here.
Yeah, well, you look like the guy that lives here.
Then you don't know what the guy that lives here looks like.
What he means to say is you look like you live here.
Yeah, that's what I mean to say.
Sorry. What happened to your nose?
It's a very long story.
I think it's time you told me that story.
Well, there's this guy and they call him the boss. I'm sorry, who are you? I'm the boss. They picked up the wrong guy.
Wrong guy for what?
Whatever it is you want to see me about.
Do you know what I want to see you about?
No.
Then how do you know I have the wrong guy?
And then right across the street lives this man they call the rabbi.
Why do they call him the rabbi?
Because he's a rabbi.
Shlomo wants to see you.
I don't know anyone named Shlomo.
Someone named Shlomo knows you.
How do you justify being a rabbi and a gangster?
Killing you before you killed me would have been
kosher.
Friends of yours?
Not exactly.
Where's my money?
I'm not Nick Fisher.
And who the hell are you?
I'm just a guy who was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
You're getting good at this.
Nice. I'm paying you a lot of money to kill somebody.
I'm a world-class assassin. Don't worry, I'm gonna kill somebody.
I was just thinking that if you're still alive when I get back from work tonight, maybe we could go to dinner or something?
Your shoes, very fashionable about 5, 6 years ago. You look like someone who would care. Do you want to talk about it?
Okay.
So, when can you start?
What exactly do you do?
We're a risk management firm.
Mr. Norris, let me check.
So you help men cheat on their wives?
The fire emperor!
And wives cheat on their husbands.
Hey, man, it's not what it looks like.
Stop talking now.
Okay.
You see the red Pontiac Fiero outside? He works for your husband. We're an equal opportunity employer. I prefer to keep my work life and my private life separate.
Simple is boring.
Boring is safe.
Safe is for old people. This is fun. Want to keep going?
Do you know the hatch, man? We always have a little something on the side.
Men weren't wired to be monogamous. I'm sorry. It's just, you gotta spread the seed.
Hey, baby!
We're in the business of saving marriages.
Frey, I could just eat you up.
We create a false reality, making people appear to be where they're supposed to be.
Sounds intriguing.
Can I help you?
I think having a man of your skills covering my tracks would be extremely helpful.
I'm sorry, but I don't alibi crime.
Already alibied one for the Hatch family, wasn't it?
I think she's dead, right?
Stay, Wendell, get a hold of
This
yourself.
whole thing comes out, you understand me? You, your business, your clients, you're gonna be ruined.
You understand that there's a difference between wanting somebody dead and actually doing something about it.
What happened?
It was Hatch's son. He killed his date. I got that guy to take care of it. Now the cops are all over me, and a very bad man has been hired to kill me.
You sure this job is worth it?
It's not normally this bad.
We have a flash here from the Press Association Newswire. Diana, Princess of Wales, has died in a car crash in Paris.
Good evening, ma'am. I've just had a call from our embassy in Paris. It's the Princess of Wales.
No member of the royal family will speak publicly about this. This is a private matter.
Questions are being asked about why the Queen has not addressed her subjects at this time of national grief.
70% of people believe that your actions have damaged the monarchy.
If you imagine I'm going to come down to London before I attend to my grandchildren, then you're mistaken.
The royal family has been accused of not showing enough remorse over Princess Diana's death.
Duty first, self second.
She's been brought up to believe it's God's will she is who she is.
I prefer to keep my feelings to myself.
You're the head of state. You don't get dictated to.
Doubt there is anyone who knows the British people more than I do, nor who has greater faith in their wisdom and judgment.
How many doctors are there here?
Well, there's me, and now there's you.
Good morning, Dr. Garrigan.
The president wants to see you.
You are British. Well, I'm Scottish.
Scottish? Why didn't you say so? This is the sort of man a president needs around him.
You want me to be your physician?
What do you need is to have some fun.
You are very naughty. Me?
Dr. Garrigan, it's 4 in the morning.
They've taken my passport. I have to go home now. You cannot.
Have you any idea what's going on in this country?
He's changed, hasn't he?
He has always been like this.
You do as I say or you don't get out.
You want me to kill him?
I'm surrounded by traitors. You want to kill me? You are like my own son, and you have grossly offended your father.
Ah, has everyone met our new art teacher, Sheba Hart?
The first day of a new term, and they flock to her.
What?
I can see why others are beguiled by her.
Stop it! Enough! Thank you so much. Do you want to come to lunch on Sunday?
I always knew we'd be friends.
I'm Richard. Come in.
Hi, Barbara.
Hello. They do things differently in bourgeois Bohemia.
Marriage and kids, I mean, it's wonderful. That doesn't give you meaning.
I know exactly what you mean. I've such a dread of ending my days alone.
This is the distance between life as you dream it and life as it is.
She's the one I've waited for.
You're beautiful, miss. You don't know how beautiful you are.
We both get into terrible trouble.
Hello?
I need to speak to you about Stephen Connolly.
Who?
Let's not, shall we? Then I realized I could gain everything by doing nothing.
You're not going to tell?
I want to help you, but the affair must end.
Yes.
Promise.
I promise.
You are forever in my debt.
Why is she always here? What kind of spell has she cast on you?
I can explain perfectly. Would you like me to? You promised to end it. Why didn't you? I thought you understood what friendship means.
Tell me about your friendship with Mrs. Hart.
I've been hearing some rather alarming rumors. Her preference is for the younger man.
Where is she?
Surprisingly young.
You've cost me my family.
Don't play the good mother with me.
Why? I don't know!
I gave you exactly what you wanted.
You think this is a love affair?
Please don't diminish our...
What?
We are bound by the secrets we share.
Who was the greatest? Who was the best of all time? If two athletes from different eras could actually compete against one another, who would come out on top? In one corner, the reigning champion at Mason the Line Dixon. He'll be pitted against the former two-time heavyweight champion, Rocky Balboa. Computer says Rocky Balboa would be triumphant.
I think there's still some stuff in the basement.
What basement?
Here. I think I want to, like, fight. You know, nothing big, just small things like local.
What? You haven't peaked yet?
You know, we have the promotional contract for Mason Dixon. When he heard you were interested in fighting again, he thought, why not put something together? First-class exhibition.
But I ain't interested in getting, like, mangled and embarrassed.
You know, let's face it, that computer fight got a lot of people curious.
And it doesn't matter how this looks to other people. Fighters fight.
To beat this guy, you need speed. You don't have it. And you've got calcium deposits on most of your joints, so sparring is out.
I had that problem.
So what we'll be calling on is blunt force trauma. Let's start building some hurting bombs.
The greatest underdog story of our time is back for one final round. Rocky Balboa.
It's over.
Ain't nothing over till it's over.
Where's that from? The 80s?
It's probably in the 70s.
Prince, we're all over the crime scene.
We haven't got a case, Roy.
Well, just make one.
We'll order a psychiatrist to say she's a danger.
Gotta make sure we get somebody good and tough.
Dr. Glass, this is Catherine Trudeau.
So is this where we're gonna do it?
So you're a writer. What do you write about?
Oh, the sexual, the violent, the basic instincts.
Sorry, you're not allowed to smoke in here.
You know what I like about you? You enjoy being in control. Like me.
I'm not the one who's on trial for murder.
Not yet. Do I make you uncomfortable?
Be careful, Michael. She's trying to seduce you.
Did you kill him?
If I said I didn't, would you believe me?
Everything that comes out of her mouth's a lie. Even the truth's a lie.
What exactly do you want?
I wanted it from the first moment I saw you, and you did too. How do you picture it, Doctor?
I believe Mr. Mel's behavior is driven by what we might call a risk addiction. I suspect the only limit for her would be her own death.
The judge let her go.
I'll make you a bet.
She'll do it again.
What are you doing here?
What you said about me being addicted to risk, isn't that what turns you on?
Don't play games with me.
What, do you think I killed him?
Survival is the most basic instinct. Basic Instinct 2.
I feel like a cigarette.